And let me talk about this so-called police brutality against black folks. Okay, we all done heard about these police shootings, and every time one happen, it's front page news, and 5, 6, 7 days out of the week, that's all they talk about. Unarmed black such and such gets killed by a white officer. It's fake, y'all. And all they doing out here is trying to scare these black folks. And doing a real grave disservice to these young black folks. Got them thinking that they got to look over their shoulder every dadgum time they go walking somewhere. Stop it. It's wrong. Police brutality on blacks is a myth. It's not true. It's not real. It don't happen. I have been arrested I don't know how many times. I just turned 30 years old, and I'm here to tell you about it. Not one time in my life that I can remember has a police officer ever even been rude to me. And most of the people who arrested me was white. You know what I'm saying? My brothers, my cousins, everybody in my family, damn near everybody in my family, on my mama's side, my daddy's side kind of bougie, on my mama's side, been arrested. And they can live to tell about it. Hell, my auntie flipped a police officer over the car one time, and she tells us about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Police brutality against black folks is a myth, y'all. It ain't true. Yes, police officers shoot black folks. Police officers shoot white folks too. But you don't hear about those shootings. You don't hear about those because it don't further a narrative. It don't let them tell you that you need to watch your back because these white police officers is just out to get you. Stop believing everything y'all hear. Let's go through some of the times that they talk about. They like to bring up Trayvon Martin. First of all, George Zimmerman wasn't no cop. Okay? And Trayvon Martin wasn't just an innocent little soul out there waiting to be captured. George Zimmerman was out there doing his little community service thing because he was a community watch person. And you know, community watch people watch their neighborhoods. Now we know that that neighborhood had been burglarized a couple of times. And whenever they caught somebody, who did it happen to be? It happened to be a black person. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say all black people, rob people, because they don't. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, he was doing what he thought was his job, not his job, but his due service at the time. You know what I'm saying? Helping out his community. And Trayvon Martin didn't like it. He was being followed. You know, most black people got this complex. Hey, the fuck you following me for? You know what I'm saying? Why is you following me? Bag back. Just back the hell on back. I'm making it home. I'm going home. You know what I'm saying? But how it all turned around was when Trayvon Martin came out beating on that man. He didn't have to do all that. Now, if George Zimmerman wanted to shoot that man, all he had to do was pop his ass soon as he seen him. But no, he wasn't out to just shoot nobody as they try to make us think. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out to just shoot nobody. He waited to shoot that boy till that boy was on top of him, like that man said, ground pound, beating his damn head in the concrete till he couldn't take it no more, and then shot his ass. That ain't nobody's fault but Trayvon Martin's. He could have just kept on walking. He could have. Because if George Zimmerman, like I said, was just out there looking to shoot that boy, he'd have just shot him. Just plain out shot him. Let's talk about another one. Mike Brown. They like to bring up Mike Brown. Well, Mike Brown had a whole knockout drag out with the officer before he got shot. What you coming over there trying to grab the police officer gun for? All that hands up, don't shoot. We now know, we been knowing it never happened. How many of y'all read that grand jury report that they put out? Huh? I bet not many of y'all have. You read it and you find out what really happened. Because them people that was saying such and such when the news cameras was there was saying a whole different such and such when the grand jury was right there and they was under oath for what they was trying to say. Now what's another one? Eric Garner. Oh, that one still gets a lot of play nowadays. They like to talk about that. And you know what? I feel so bad for that officer. Because they just did him so dirty. Even that officer in Michael Brown case, they just doing these officers so dirty. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But the thing with the Eric Garner case is they try to make it seem like that officer, like every other one, they try to make it seem like it's just out to find a black person and just kill him. Just out to just shooting black folks for sport. Like it's just a thing to do. And it's not. And that's not what they are doing. What they are doing is policing their communities like they were told. Now, this case with this Eric Garner man, Eric Garner was out doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing. And instead of just following police orders, you know, getting down on the ground, putting his hands behind it, he wanted to put up a whole fight about it. Okay, now, what a lot of these people don't tell y'all is that the higher duty officer, whatever you want to call the superior officer on the scene, was a black woman. And she happened to be a sergeant, I think. Okay. She got tired of the man fussing and arguing with the police officer about what he wasn't going to do. And she looked at the officer and said, take him down. Just take his ass down. He won't listen. Take him down. The officer complied with the order and took Eric Garner ass down. Not that officer's fault that Eric Garner was overweight and couldn't breathe. You know what I'm saying? Not that officer's fault. Eric Garner should have complied and he wouldn't have died. Simple as that. When you out here teaching your kids what to do and what not to do, tell them when the officer approaches them, comply. Do what they say do. Don't go out trying to be no hero. Don't go out thinking you smarter than them because they're going to get you every damn time and you won't die. You will live to tell your story another day. Okay? That's all we gotta do. And y'all allowing these folks to get away with telling us these stories like we just can't know what's going on. Like we can't research this stuff ourselves and figure it out. They thinking that it's the thing to do. That it's okay to do. And our young folks out here thinking that they ain't got nowhere to turn to. So they pick up the guns themselves. Trying to protect themselves. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way to go. Teach your kids the law. Teach them how to obey the law. Don't run from the law. You ain't gonna get nothing from it. And stop making them scared of the law. It's okay to tell them, okay, you're gonna go to jail if you do such and such. But don't just have them thinking that these police officers just shooting them on sight because they ain't got nothing else to do. Just stop that. It's a bad omen on the kids. And it raises them the wrong way. If you really want change in these communities, be the change you want to see. Stop talking about the police officers and go out and try to be a damn police officer. How about that? Stop talking about this justice system that you don't like, that you think is unfairly targeting you, and go out and try to be the district attorney or the prosecutor who putting people away. And then again, how many of y'all done served on these grand juries? I wish I can serve on a grand jury, but I can't because I'm a felon. I fucked my own life up. But that ain't for me to talk about. How many of y'all done served on grand juries? I done had all kind of cousins email me, call me and all that, asking me how can they get out of jury duty. Don't be trying to skip jury duty because you're going to be the same one on Facebook quarterbacking, sideline quarterbacking, trying to figure out why these folks is getting off on such and such, and then and the black folks getting extra time on top of time. Y'all ain't in these jury boxes. Y'all ain't going and fulfilling your civic duties. Go do what you gotta do. Get on these jury duties. Go apply to be a police officer. Go up there, run for district attorney, run for city manager, city something, city council. Run for office. Put your life on the line like these other folks putting their life on the line. Again, these officers are not your enemy. These officers are here to protect you. Yes, there are bad police officers. Just like it's bad cake makers. Just like it's bad pilots. It's bad firefighters. It's bad in everything you can think of. But it don't take a rocket scientist to decipher which one is which. Now, I'm sorry I took so much of y'all time and it was so much that I wanted to get in here and talk about. But hey, as time would have it, my mouth is about to get lockjaw because it's tired of going up and down talking. And I'm sure y'all tired of listening to me. Y'all have a blessed morning.